Folks, my first guest tonight has been on such shows as Cheers, Murphy Brown, and Love and War. He's also starred in Mr. Holland's Opus and, of course, Chud. Folks, it's always a pleasure having him on the show. Please welcome Jay Thomas. There, Jay.
Well, you know, I would tell you, and I'm apologize earlier. You can tell I'm a little sick.
You're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling great, and I, hope I don't throw up here on you. But you'd paid for the plane ticket in the room, and I felt stupid about, canceling.
Right. So you showed up anyway.
I showed up anyway because I was actually, and I got sick because I was actually out having a lot of fun, on your money, and it was really great. I stayed up late, and I was, drinking and stuff, and
that's some per diem we give out.
It is great, and I thought. What do you do if you paid for everything and the guy cancels? You punish it? What do you make him pay back, or?
I don't know. This show we can't really do anything to you.
You just be pissed off and have no recourse at all.
We're at the low end of the feeding chain. You can walk out right now, and I could do nothing to you.
It, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Pretty much.
Well, anyway, I'm here. I'm glad I'm here, and I'm. A couple of bits you had sort of made me a little sicker, though. A couple of things that some of the.
That's sort of what we do here.
Some of the humor, some
that's
of the horn and stuff. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
What do you do when you're not well? Do you do anything to feel
I only
better?
do homeopathic. We don't take anything over the counter because I live in California where we're all nuts. So I only do homeo. So I take.
What is that stuff? Because I've never. I strictly go and get the prescription stuff or whatever. I never do that. No,
that's terrible. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I take garlic tablets. And then I take vitamin C, of course, and you take chlorophyll, and then I take asacyllum. You know what asacyllum is?
No, I don't know.
I don't know what it is either, but it's in a little thing. And
it's in a little thing. That's a great recommendation. Yeah.
You can't touch it with your fingers. Does anyone do homeopathic here?
Yeah, that's pretty much the
whole. No, it's New York. No one does any homeopathic.
Right.
This is California. They'd be throwing like herbal Valiums at you and stuff. But you can't touch it with your fingers because it takes the power away from the pills. This is absolutely true. Don't go like that to me. So
no, that doesn't sound retarded at all. Yeah.
No, and you have to turn the bottle over, and you turn the bottle, and then the pills come out, and then you put them under your tongue, and you have to take like 50 or 75 a day. You take them like every 20, 30 minutes, and it dissolves into your body.
You take that much of anything in a day?
Yeah, constantly, under your tongue and all. And I mean, I'm well enough to do this show. Right?
Right.
Okay. Well, it perked me up. Now you can't do anything. You can't have alcohol. You can't have coffee. You can't have menthol. You can't have any mints. Can't eat any mints. You can't have fried food. You can't use underarm deodorant. All these things will take the power away.
Is any of that real?
I'm telling you, no. You can't brush your teeth because it has menthol in it. You can't mouthwash. That's why it's homeopathic. You better just stay home.
Right.
You stink.
Yeah,
you're
pretty much, you're a sympathetic slob.
But no, but that's all we take is the homeopathic stuff. That's
well, but you're still, everything's going fine for you. You're a little ill, but come on, you've had a great couple of years.
Well, I mean, if I was constipated, homeopathic laxative just like a stick. So you like a stick.
And our humor.
He's on us for being gross.
Well, you know what? I just thought of that. It was
we go together. We're just like peas in a pod here. That's nice.
And it has to be like the certain kind of wood.
The network's calling again. All right. This,
like that, didn't you? Certain kind of wood.
That's a wood. Back away, Andy. Just back away. You get, I mentioned in the introduction that you've done so many different movies, TV. Do you get recognized for one thing? Do you find that there's one thing that people know you for? One role?
People always go to me and say, weren't you Eddie LeBeck on Cheers? They'll always say that to me. And then they'll go, what have you been doing lately? And I go, that was like 10 years ago. Did you miss the whole decade of my career? And who the comedian you have on, Laura, is it?
Yeah, Laura.
I walked in, this is exactly, she looks at me and she goes, are you someone? But no, you know what? I hope she's that funny out here because she wasn't, she meant it. She truly meant it. She said, I think you're someone. And when I was leaving L.A., a guy came up to me. He didn't. I don't know how you would handle this. He comes up and he goes, I don't know who you are, but I got to shake your hand.
I've had that,
and I want to go, what is that all about? And then when we landed, and this is typical New York, a guy says to me, hey, man, I know you're somebody, but my sister doesn't think you're anybody. So come over here and tell my sister that you're somebody.
Oh. That's horrific.
You know, the luggage is going around, and I'm going, right, I'm going to walk over to this schmuck's sister and go, hi, I'm somebody. And she'll go, oh, yeah, you were on Cheers 10 years ago. What have you been doing for the last 10 years? So the worst thing was flying on a plane, and I wasn't feeling well, and I hadn't shaved and stuff. And a woman came up to me, and she said, and, you know, they kneel at the seat. So when you turn, you know, you jump a little bit. So she goes, I'm sorry to bother you. Everyone is sleeping. She said, my son loves your music. And could I have an autograph? I said, well, lady, I don't know, what drugs your son is taking, but I don't, I don't sing. And she says, I think ampicillin. So she says, no, I know exactly who you are, and I don't want to bother you, please. And I said, well, who am I? She says, you are Bruce Springsteen.
Wait a minute. I said, Bruce Springsteen?
I guess he was like, one of the Flintstones.
Yeah, his guest appearance,
I said, so I just stared at her for a second, and she gets a barf bag, and she says, would you please sign, she thought it was Bruce Springsteen, obviously. Of course, I look like hell, which he looks like all the time. So I get the barf...
Hi, Max, how are you?
I get the barf bag. He smells like he takes, a lot of ampicillin.
Yeah.
I get the barf bag, and I'm not a big Bruce Springsteen fan, so I sign to whatever your name is, Bite Me in New Jersey.
Right.
Sign Bruce Springsteen, and she looks at it, I go, it's from one of my albums, she'll think it's great. Take it back to
it was, actually, just after Nebraska, I think. All right, well, a horrific life you're leading. We're just about out of time, but you got... Yeah, we're just about out of time, but you got some movies coming up. You want to quickly plug them before we go?
I just did a couple, 2, 3 movies in a row, and Mr. Holland's Opus caused that, and recently... Thank you. When they come out, I did one with Greg Kinnear.
Right.
One with Greg Kinnear, who quit his day job to...
That's right, it's official now. Yeah,
go and do that.
He's gone Hollywood.
Right. And, but Mr. Holland's Opus is doing so well that in the airplanes, if the plane is landing early, I hear that they circle a little while. No kidding, because they don't want the thing to end. And I'm not kidding, this really happened.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Now I'm laughing at you. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm as bad as Laura Keitlinger. I apologize.
No, if the movie's about to end, people, they complain. They don't land now. And then what's good about that is since it's such a sad movie, when you see your loved ones, you're already crying. So...
This is beautiful. It's such synchronicity in your life.
I really do feel really, really good here, and I hope both of you have caught what I have. So.
I hope so, too. We won't be here another week. Hey, thanks so much for coming back. Yeah, Jay,
really enjoy it.
Thomas, everybody. Michael Moore, Laura Keitlinger coming up. We'll be right back.